Okay, so today we are going to study about propositional logic. Okay, so before going to that, let us understand different types of sentences. The first one is assertive sentence. Okay, so what is an assertive sentence? Actually, whatever we tell, the statement we make, which may be either true or false, that is called as an assertive sentence. One name is given. Okay, like example is moon is the natural satellite of Earth. Okay, it may be either true or false. Okay. Next one is an imperative sentence. A sentence that makes a request or a command is called an imperative sentence. Okay, for example, please open the door or please come tomorrow. This is a request. Okay, or if I say get out from the class, that is a command. Okay, so these are the imperative sentences. Next one is exclamatory sentence. A sentence that expresses some strong feeling is called an exclamatory sentence. For example, how hot is the sun? Okay, so they are the exclamatory sentence. Another one is the interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks some question is called an interrogative sentence. Like, what is your name? How old are you? How are you? They are the interrogative sentences. Now come to statements or proposition. So among these slides or in the previous slide, which statement among these four or which sentence will be called as a statement or proposition? Assertive sentence. Okay. So it's a definition. A statement or proposition is an assertive or declarative sentence which is either true or false. So in simple language you can say if any statement which is either true or false, then that is called as a proposition or statement. Okay, so what I told you, a statement or proposition is first of all is an assertive or declarative sentence which is either true or false. For example, a true statement is known as valid statement. Okay, and if the statement is false, then that's called as an invalid statement. Example, London is in United Kingdom. True or false? True. 2 plus 3 is 6. False. So these two statements either be true or false, but cannot be both. Okay. So every square is a rectangle. Every square is a rectangle. Yeah, it's a true. Okay. So these were the example. Okay, from your side, give one example. From your side, give one example of a statement. Sun rises. Earth is a star. So sun rises in the east, it is true. Earth is a star, it is false. So both are statement or proposition. Now come to one problem. Which of the following sentences are propositions? Now I will give a list of sentences. You have to tell which one of the following are propositions or statement. Moon rotates around Earth. Yes or no? Moon rotates around Earth. It is a proposition or not? Yes. So having truth value? True. The Earth is a star. Do your homework. It's a command. It's not a statement. Is every set is finite? Interrogative. It's a question. So these are the options. Which one is correct? C is the correct one. This is the correct one. So answer is C. Because this 1 and 2 are statement or proposition and rest are not statement. Come to open statement. A declarative sentence containing variables is an open statement. If I say in a statement, if I use a variable, if I say n is an odd number, what is n? N is a variable. That becomes an open statement. Understood? If I use any kind of variable in my statement, then that will become an open statement. Okay? An open statement, if it becomes a statement when the variable or variables are replaced by some definite value. I am saying that n is an odd number, but instead of n, if I replace the value of n with 7, 7 is an odd number, then the open statement will become a statement or proposition. In other words, if I say x is real number, if I say x is real number, it's an open statement because I have not given the value of x. But instead of x, if I say 2 plus 3i, 2 plus 3i is a real number. It will be false because 2 plus 3 is a complex number. So I told you that the statement have either a true or false value. Okay. Example, x is an integer. Is it a statement or open statement? Hmm? Open statement because x is a variable. Can you decide the truth value of this? Can you decide it now? No, because until and unless if you do not know the value of x, you cannot say that this is a true or false. Understood? So it's an open statement. X square minus 10x plus 25 is equal to 0. It's an open statement. Okay, because this particular statement, if I put the value of x something, then will that equal to 0? Zero. If I put the value of x is equal to 0 here, if I put the value of x is equal to 0, then left hand side kete hobo? What is the left hand side? 25. 25 equal to 0. Is it true? No. So this is an open statement. When I give the value of x to 0, then it becomes a statement, and that statement is false. So this is also one open statement. X plus y equal to 30 is an open statement because x and y are variables. Now come to truth set. The set of all those values of the variables in an open statement for which it becomes a true statement is called the truth set of the open statement. For example, for this particular example, the truth set of the open statement x square minus 10x plus 25 is equal to 0 is set 5.25. If I put the value of x as 5, then it will become 0 left hand side. That is, you have to find the root of x in this quadratic equation. Okay, as well as if you put the value of x as minus 5, then also you will get left hand side is equal to 0. So when it becomes 0, right hand becomes 0. So this become a true statement. So for which value this statement is true? For x is equal to 5 and x is equal to minus 5. So this set is called as truth set. For those value of x, the statement is true. That is called as the truth set. Understood? Similarly, if I want to find the truth set of this, x is an integer. What will be the set? I want to find the truth set of this particular statement. X is an integer. For which value of x this statement will be true? For which set of values of x this statement will be true? What I am saying, x is an integer. X value कौन होगा? Plus minus 1, 0, plus minus 2. So the truth set is set of integers z, set of integers z, because z ray, what are these? 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2, and so on. So these are the value of x. If you take any value of x here, if I take minus 7, let's suppose, put it here. Minus 7 is an integer. True or false? True. So that is, this is called as the truth set. This one. Now, যেতেবেলে আমি variable use করি, then that become open statement. So an open statement will become a statement if the variable will be replaced by some value. Open statement. If the value x को যদি मैं replace করে দিলে, এটা লিখলে -7 is an integer, so it will become a statement. This one is the open statement and this is the statement. Okay. Truth value. The truth or falsity of a statement is called its truth value. Truth value means doesn't you will say only true. Truth value either may be true or false. That's called truth value. That's why it's written as truth or falsity. Truth. So T stands for truth and F stands for falsity. That is called as the truth value of a statement. If a statement is true, then we can say that its truth value is true, or it is represented by capital T. And if the statement is false, then we can say its truth value is false, or F, capital F. Find the truth value of the following statement. London is in United Kingdom. True. 2 plus 3 is 5. Already have solved this one. Every square is a rectangle. The earth is a star. Okay, 2 plus 3 is 5. सेडी कौन था? फर्स्ट लेटर कौन था? 2 plus 3 is 7 था ना? So 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay. The earth is a star. Now it's correct. Correct. Okay. Now let me give another example. Every relation is a function. Every relation is a function. True or false? Every relation is a function. Because false. Because only some relations are functions. Okay. Now come to logical variables. In the study of logic, statements are represented by lowercase letters such as P, Q, R, S. These letters are called as logical variables. Okay. In the previous slide, what is I have written? London is in United Kingdom. If I write it down, P colon London is in United Kingdom, then this P will be called as a what? It will be called as a logical variables, because sometimes it is not feasible to represent the entire statement. You have to sort it, because when you find the truth table of any particular statement, this may be a compound statement, more than one statement combined together. Then instead of writing London is in United Kingdom, just write down only P, because P is a logical variable which represents London is in United Kingdom. Example, I have written R colon the sun rises in east. Okay, so this R is a logical variable. Now I have written minus 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. Now come to next problem. Consider the Venn diagram. Venn diagram you have already studied in set theory, and find out which of the following statements is true. So one statement may be true or multiple statements may be true. That's why it's written S and here R is R. Okay. So this is a Venn diagram. So the left hand side is a set and set of policemen P, and the right hand side you have a set of thieves T, and U is the set of human beings. U is the universal set. Okay. Number 1. No policeman is a thief. Number 2. Thieves are not policemen. According to this question, according to this diagram, you'll tell me the answer. Men who are not policemen are thieves. Some policemen are thieves. Okay. So you have to find it out which statements are true. That's written here. Analyze. First of all, first statement, no policeman is a thief. Is it correct? Is it true? True or false? Because here some policemen are thieves. Okay, thieves are not policemen. False, because here are some thieves which are policemen, or you are saying thieves are not policemen. Men who are not policemen are thieves. Men who are not policemen are thieves. So who are not policemen? These are also not policemen. But it is not that all are thieves. Only these portions are thieves. But these are not thieves. So this also false. Some policemen are thieves. So this will come to this particular. Some policemen are thieves. Which is the correct one? Only V, last one. D is the correct answer. Problem 3. The police arrested 4 criminals, and the criminals are named as PQR and S. The criminals knew each other. They made the following statements. Okay. What happened? Okay, so the other देखो, PQRS are the criminals. They are now in the police station. Police are inquiring about on crime. P says Q committed the crime. Q says S committed the crime, and R says I did not do it. S says what Q says about me is false. So it is about targeting this. Okay, what S says, what Q says about me is false. Assume only one of the arrested 4 committed the crime. Assume only one of the arrested 4 committed the crime. So among PQRS, only one have committed the crime. One of the statement made above is true, and only one of the statements made above is true. Who among them only one is true. True. Anyone. Now you have to find who committed the crime. Who committed the crime? Go on. Okay, so you have to solve this problem like step by step. What it question says that only one of the statements made above is true. So there are how many statements are given? 4 statements. Only one is true. Let's suppose this is true, and rest are false. Hello. A case can you tell who has committed crime? देखो कहो. So first of all, assume that the first one is right, telling the truth. The rest are false. Okay, now solve it. So let's suppose you have written as who has committed the crime. P says Q committed the crime. So who has committed the crime? Q. Hello. Q says S committed the crime. So what he is saying false, na lie. He is saying lie. So S has not committed the crime. Understood? False likha hai. R says I do not do it. Means he did it because he is saying lie. False likha hai. So here are both these jano committed crime kole. I will not go further because what is written in the question? Only one of them has committed the crime. So now let us omit this one and let us say that this is okay. Now again do the same thing. Q committed the crime. So what the meaning is? he is telling the lie. So no, Q hasn't committed the crime. S committed the crime, so you write down S because it's true. I did not committed the crime. So what? He has committed the crime. Okay. So again, no need to go further. Now let's suppose again I told this is false, this is false, this is telling true. Now lie. Now let's say this. Q committed the crime? No. Q committed the crime. It's saying false, na? S committed the crime? False. I did not do it. Means he did it. So which committed the crime? R. Okay. What Q said about me is false. Huh? So that what is it then? What Q said about me is false. So see here, what Q said about me is false, but he is also telling the lie. Okay. So actually, from this we conclude that only R has committed the crime. So answer is B. Okay. So what will you do? Go to your home. I told you about this. Again analyze the last one. F, and T and C. এই तरह के one हो जाए multiple हो committed crime. Hello? If it is only one, then that is the correct answer. So here the correct answer is R. R has committed the crime, so solution is B. Okay. So it's a homework for you. Once again, go to home and analyze this one. Okay. Simple statements. Now come to next one is simple statements. Any statement or proposition whose truth value does not explicitly depends on another statement is said to be simple statement. So if one statement doesn't depend upon other, then that one is called as the simple statement. For example, root 2 is an irrational number. Is this statement depend upon other statement? No. So it's a simple statement. Set of integers is a subset of set of integers is a subset of set of rational numbers. Which one? Simple statement. Simple statement, if there is no, in other words, if there will be no any kind of connectives, and or logical connectives used, that is a simple statement. So root 2 is an irrational number. It is not depend upon any other statement. So it's a simple statement. Similarly, set of integers is a subset of set of rational numbers. So the other simple statement. 2 plus 6 greater than 10. Simple statement. Now come to compound statements. If a statement is combination of two or more simple statements, then it is said to be a compound statement or compound proposition. If we combine more than one statement together, that will be called a compound statement. How do you combine those? Using some connectives. Conjunction, disjunction, implication. There are connectives. Then that will be called as a compound statement. Example. If it rains, then the school will be closed. There are two statements are there. One is if it rains, another one is the school will be closed. And they are connected through then. If then. So this is a compound statement. John is rich and intelligent. So it's a compound statement. Okay, because its truth value actually depend upon two statements. One is John is rich and John is intelligent. John is rich, it may be true or false. John is intelligent, it may be true or false. A quadrilateral is a rhombus if and only if diagonals are at right angles. Okay. Is it a compound statement or not? Yes. Because they are connected through if and only if. Truth tables now. A table that shows the relationship between the truth values of a compound statements. So S is a compound statement consisting of PQR. They are the simple statements. Compound statement what hai? More than simple statements are there. And the truth value of its sub statements PQR. Sub statement means they are the simple statements. It's called the truth table of the statement S. Whenever you finding out the truth table of any statement, let's suppose S is a compound statement made up of PQR, let's suppose. Then in the truth table, what will you do? You have to find it out the truth value of P as well as Q, then R. Then only you find the truth value of s. S may be anything, like this. Is it correct or not? Before finding out the truth value of s, which is a compound statement consisting of PQR, then you must find out the truth value of this PQR. You have to just make a combination. Okay. So that is called as the truth table. If the compound statement is made up of n sub-statements, then its truth table will consist of how many rows? 2 to the power n rows. If a statement, compound statement, have 3 simple statements. If a compound statement consists of 3 simple statements, PQR, so how many rows will be there? 8 rows, 2 to the power 3. So that is given in this particular point. Problem 3. The truth table of the following statement consists of how many rows? One compound statement is given. Now you have to find it out. When you find the truth table of this particular statement, in the truth table there will be how many number of rows? If a triangle have 3 sides and a rectangle have 4 sides, then a pentagon have 5 sides. How many simple statements are there? How many simple statements are there? 3 simple statements are there. So what is the answer? C is the answer. 8. Because a triangle have 3 sides. This is one statement. This one. A rectangle have 4 sides. Another. A pentagon 5. So there are how many? 3 simple statements are there, which combine together to become a compound statement that is given the entire one. So 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. So that is why this is the correct answer. So here you can say number of simple statements is equal to how much? 3. So 2 to the power 3 is equal to 8. Now come to logical connectives or logical operators. The phrase or words which connect simple statements are called logical connectives or logical operators. So it's nothing but the one phrase or some one word, and that word or phrase have give some logical symbols are given. When a phrase or a word combine two simple statements, then that are called as the logical operators. Okay, like and. There's a phrase or a word and which have a corresponding logical symbols are there. These are the examples. And, or, if, then. So these are the phrases or word. They are the two words and they are the phrases. This is a word. If, then, if and only. Symbols are there. So nature of compound statement formed by using the connective. So you have to use some symbols. So this and is called as a conjunction. This is a symbol. Or is called as disjunction. This is a symbol. If, then. You have to give a single arrow or double arrow. Conditional or it's called implication. Both. Two names are given. Conditional, implication. Just remember these things. If and only if. You can also use this double if. If. Okay, so it's called biconditional or equivalence. And as one is the negation or not. Use this or use this. Both are same. Okay. So they are also called as the logical operators. Come to conjunction. You know the formula. You know the truth table of this. So any two statements can be connected by word and to form a compound statement called the conjunction of the original statements. If two statements are there, if I combine together using and word, then that is the conjunction of the original statements. If P and Q are two statements, then P conjunction Q denotes the conjunction of P and Q. So you have to use this particular symbol. Okay, and it is read as P and Q, or also you can read as P conjunction Q. This is the truth table. You know about this. Don't need to worry about this. When both are true, then only to be true, otherwise it will false. Disjunction. Okay. I will not go through the definition. You know about this. Read by yourself. Go to the truth table. So, if any one of the value is true, then output is true. If both are false, then output will be false. Negation. So this is the truth table. P. If it's P, then it will false. Okay. So one more thing, keep in mind here. It generally comes in question. What is given here? Negation of any statement P is formed by writing, it is not the case that, let's suppose the question is, if a statement is given, P is given, find the negation of P. P is a given statement here, you have to find negation of P. What is the statement? So what kind of phrases you will use? It is not the case that, or it is false that. Okay, or you may use not before the statement. Okay, like example here, write the negation of the following statement. You have to write the negation of this P. I went to my class yesterday. Okay, what is the negation of P? Yeah, you have to use the, it is not the case that I went to class yesterday. Okay, or it is false that I went to my class yesterday. Don't say that I did not went to my class yesterday. It is wrong. Not use did not. That's why it's written here. Okay, so remember this one is important. You have to use these red lines. Okay, so what is written here? So for I will say it is not the case that I went to my class yesterday. एतरा बाहर करो negation. Okay, you have to say it is false that 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. Do not say 2 plus 7 not equal to 9. That is wrong. Okay, so it is false that it is false that 2 plus 7 is equal to 9. If I say Delhi is the capital of India, find the negation of this. Or you may say it is not the case that Delhi is the capital of India. Do not say Delhi is not the capital of India. That is not correct. Okay, so come to another example. Problem 5. Which of the following is are, maybe multiple, one answer will be there, maybe multiple answers. Which of the following is are the negation of the statement given below? So this is a statement. All integers are rational numbers. You have to find the negation of this statement. Okay, find it out. So here they are the answers. First of all, one also. All integers are not rational number. Is it correct? No, it's not correct. I told you do not use not in between the statement. If possible. If possible means you have to use the not at the beginning. Not at beginning. Not all integers are rational numbers. You have used the not at the beginning. Okay. It is not the case that all integers are rational number. It is false that all. Okay. So what is correct? 2, 3 and 4. C is the correct one. So you have to use, if I using not, then use at the beginning, not in between. Hello. Implication denoted by arrow, double arrow or single arrow. P arrow Q is read as if P then Q. You have to read it like this: if P then Q. We define a proposition if P then Q denoted by P arrow Q, which is true if both P and Q are true, or if P is false. So what I'm saying, this will be true if both this and this are true, or what is written, if P is false. Then also it will be true. That's the meaning of this. And if false, and is false if P is true and Q is false. कितने बड़े false हबो? P is true and Q is false. है and first row पे it is silent for this particular row. If both are false, then also it will be true. P implication. है if both are false, then also it will be true. First is false, second is true, then also true. Both are true, will be true. First are true, then second is false, then it will be false. Only for this. First true, next false, then it will be false. This called as the implication. Hello? Or another word, it's called as a conditional. Conditional. Hello? Implication or use conditional. Example: if 2 is even, then 3 is even. Find the truth value of this. Truth value find karo. If 2 is even, then 3 is even. First one, 2 is even. True or false? True. 3 is even. False. This one, this particular rule. So it will be numerate in T. Hello? So it will become, I'm writing equivalence. So it will become false. If there is a rain, then there will be flood. If there is a rain, then there will be flood. Okay. If there is a rain, there will be flood. So you cannot, now you cannot decide. Flood hobo hela tome true hela statement ta. If there will no flood, then it will be false. Hela. If there will be rain, then it will be true. If there will be no rain, then it will be false. So it depends upon the circumstances. Say particular movement rate and answer ta bahari. My question: write the following statement in symbolic form. Okay, so statements are given. The hut will be destroyed if there is a cyclone. Hut, H-U-T, hut. You know about hut? Hut will be destroyed if there is a cyclone. So this is the diagram of a hut. You know about this? Yeah. Okay, let's suppose this hut is present near the sea, coastal area. So the hut will be destroyed if there is a cyclone. So let us have two different simple statement out of this compound statement, because this is a compound statement. First I write, first it is written, the hut will be destroyed. There is a cyclone. Now use this P and Q and represent it symbolically. What will be P implication Q or Q implication P? Q implication P. There will be Q implication P. Okay. So don't be confused. If in the English alphabet P is coming first, then Q. It doesn't mean that always it will be P implication Q. Depends upon the question. Okay. What is written in the question? So this will be, if there is a cyclone, then the hut will be destroyed. You have to write it like this. If there is a cyclone, then the hut will be destroyed. So you have to interpret like this. Now come to next. Alex made the following statements. Okay, Alex is a boy who made the following statements. I love cake. Second statement he made. If I love cake, then I also love cookie. Okay. Given that Alex either told the truth or lied in both the cases, so he either told truth in both the cases or he either lied, means he told false in both the cases. Determine whether Alex really loves cake. You have to find it out whether Alex really loves cake or not. What the condition is given? Both the cases he is telling lie, or in both the cases he is telling true. Okay, find it out. You have to use the same implication. So this you have to use this particular table. Okay, so let me write it down. P-H I love cake. So what we have to determine whether Alex really loves cake. Yes or no, or you cannot say. Three will be answer. Yes, Alex really loves cake. Yes, no, or cannot say. Find करो. Okay, let us first assume that he is telling the truth. True कहूची सिए, हैला? So it is true, हैला? Now this is also true. In this particular truth table, actually this is P implication Q. What I know here? If I love cake, it is written. If I love cake, then I also love cookie. So in this particular truth table, कोउ को रो रे true अछि. एटी हैला? तो एटी कौन ही पारे? ए P रो वैल्यूटा कौन ही पारे? False भी ही पारे देखो. False भी ही पारे, true भी ही पारे. So you cannot say certain. False भी पारे माने से cookie love भी करी पारे, no भी love करी पारे. हैला? Now come to दी जाकर से false कहूची. I love cookie. I love cake. हैला? एठी देखो को जगह false अछि entire statement. In this particular truth table, को रो रे false अछि. Where? Third order false अछि. हैला? So what is it written? What is it written? I love cookie. So it is actually true. Here it's written true. हैला? I love cookie. It is actually false. हैला? What it's written? I love cake. Yes. Yes. এটা করো, solve it. ମୁଁ ତମକୁ ଆଇଡିଆ କହିଦେଲି. Okay, so try to solve it. কোটা ওকে সো এটা থেকে করিকে আসিব হোমওয়ার্ক okay so this is actually taken from a book if book रे लगे अछि CLU book रे अछि तो यदि कि problem है just follow the book okay so here actually you will get the answer as actually Alex loves cake. This will be the answer. Okay. So how will you get? Just follow the book. And you will use the table, this implication table. Okay. Next one is related implications which can be constructed from P implication Q. So this table is given. Some of the related implication we will now study, which can be derived from P implication Q. The first one, for the proposition P implication Q, we can say converse. What is the converse of P implication Q? Q implication P. Just the opposite. Converse of P implication Q is Q implication P. Hela. Contrapositive. Contrapositive. Hela. What you do? Negation kar debo both side re. Converse of both side re negation kar debo. Then we will get the contrapositive. Next, inverse. Inverse hela. এই যে ଅଛି না proposition implication ର both side ରେ not କରିଦେବ, that will become inverse. So this is a converse, contrapositive, inverse. So come to this particular note, P implication Q, this, and contrapositive, this one, have same truth value. So you draw the truth value, truth table of this, and you draw the truth table of this. In the corresponding row you will find the same value. So if you find it out, here Q implication P, so you will get the same value here. You will get same true, true, false, true. Okay, so this is also homework for all of you. Eta tame kon karibo, truth table karibo, au verify karibo whether the P implication Q and contrapositive, that is not Q implication not P, have the same truth value. Give the converse, contrapositive, and inverse of the following implications. Some implication is given. If it rains today, I will go to college tomorrow. So it is P and this is Q. P implication Q. You have to find the converse, contrapositive, and inverse of this. In a statement you have to find it out. Okay, first one is converse. If I, so you have to reverse it. If I will go to college tomorrow, it will come first. If I will go to college tomorrow, then it would have rained today. What I made it, P to Q, I just made it to Q to P. That is called converse. Contrapositive, just negate this one. If I do not go to school tomorrow, then it would not have rain today. Contrapositive. Inverse, if doesn't rain today, then I will not go to school, college tomorrow. Okay, so these are the converse, contrapositive, inverse. The last one is biconditional. Okay, you know about this biconditional, represented by these symbols, and it is read as P if and only if Q, or P if and only if Q. So this is a definition, just read it by yourself. This is a truth table. If both the truth value of P and Q are same, then it will be true. Both are same, then it will be true. If both are different, then it will be false. Very simple. So if false, false, true, 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 and in between it will be false. Okay. Give one example by yourself. Any one example? Give example of this biconditional. Any example? Give any one example. I will pass if and only if I will study hard. Okay, so these are examples. Okay, so I have completed all the logical connectives. Okay.